Hey, what's up? I am Ara, aka iZebra, and welcome back to the channel. YellowJackets Season 2 is premiering on Showtime on March 24th, 2023. And even better news, it has already been renewed for a third season. So I already know the season is going to be even more mind-blowing than the first. In light of Season 2 being just shy of 2 months away, the official first trailer just dropped. And it is packed with so much detail. Seriously, there's so much going on in this trailer. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to get on it. Instead of your typical frame-by-frame breakdown in order of appearance, we're going to do things a bit differently. Like the good citizen detective that I am, I want to make sense of everything being revealed in the trailer. I'm going to piece together what we can expect to see in Season 2 based on the trailer and some recent promotional photos. There's a lot of ground to cover, so let's get to it. First things first, we have some new cast members to announce. Joining the adult cast, we have Simone Kessel playing Lottie and Lauren Ambrose playing Van. Another exciting addition to the cast is the legendary Elijah Wood portraying Walter, a fellow citizen detective. We received confirmation at the end of Season 1 that Lottie was still alive, so her casting was to be expected. I did think they were going to wait until the show aired to confirm Van was another survivor, but I'm glad they did it sooner. The appearance of adult Van and Lottie on top of the footage in this trailer is definitely confirming more of my Antler Queen cult theory, which I'll link below. The first shot of the trailer, we see adult Lottie with adult Nat in the present day. Last we saw Nat, she was being kidnapped by some masked figures with the symbol hanging on their neck. As I predicted, Lottie is the one behind Nat's kidnapping. We hear Lottie tell Nat, "Listen to my voice and watch the light. Allow yourself to go back. No matter how difficult it gets, what do you see?" As we see a flashlight shown in Nat's face as she starts to lean back in Lottie's little meditation chamber. Nat responds by saying, "Darkness, we brought it back with us." I believe Lottie and her cult are stationed back in the cabin they lived in while they were stranded in the woods after the plane crash, and that this is where this scene is taking place. In the cast shot of Lottie, we can see some wood behind the fabric drapings. This matches the background of the shots of her and Nat. We also see Lottie in similar clothing outside in a wooded area that looks similar to the one by the lake. There are shots of Nat in a room in a cabin, possibly being attacked as she runs away and tries to break into what I would assume to be a car. I wouldn't be surprised if she is running from members of Lottie's current cult, whom I believe we see in the shot of the people in animal costumes. If you look at these compared to the ones we saw in the flashbacks from last season, these seem to be not only be more modern, but definitely crafted better, which is why I think this is the cult in the present day. Let's take it back though. For those that aren't as familiar with my Lottie cult theory, for a short version, I believe the Antler Queen we see in the flashbacks is Lottie, and after they were rescued, she reformed her cult using her wealth and connections to expand it. There's more to what I think she is up to, but again, check out that other video. We see more of the formation of this Antler Queen cult in the trailer. We see the Antler Queen in what appears to be the wreckage from the plane crash. This appears to be a dream sequence as the background looks similar to the shot of the two burnt up people in the plane crash and Lottie in a dress with candles and fire behind her. I think Lottie is having this dream after she passes out on her way back to the plane wreckage. As we see her clearly trudging through the snow in the same clothes she is wearing while wiping snow off the plane window and the shot of her passed out. Season 1 ended with the arrival of the first snow that killed Jackie and most likely Javi. We are going to see their first winter, which is going to be brutal. They are stranded in the Canadian wilderness after all. We are going to see quite a few deaths during that winter due to the harsh climate and lack of food. Someone is going to have to go out and find food for them to survive. It appears that Nat, Ty, Lottie, Van, and Shauna are amongst those that go out to hunt, along with a few others that most likely join their group. The deadly winter they will have to endure won't last forever. As it appears, we have shots of Coach Ben and Thaisa in lighter clothing from their winter wear. Speaking of Coach Ben, I'm not sure if he's going to survive this season, or if he does, maybe he leads a separate group. The writers did say we will start to see some division amongst the survivors, and I could see two factions forming, one led by Lottie and one by Coach Ben. As it appears to be sometime in the summer or late spring, A group of the survivors are having a feast outside. Based on their clothing and Missy eating a watermelon, it would have to be during the warmer months. At the table, in addition to Missy, we can see Travis, Nat, Lottie, Van, Shauna, Madi, Akila, and a few others. Coach Ben is noticeably absent, even though we see him in other shots from the colder months and possibly the early days of spring. We hear Nat say later in the trailer, "We weren't alone out there," which leads me to believe there is a supernatural entity in the woods. That is the darkness she referred to earlier. There are shots in the trailer where it appears Lottie is performing a ritual with Travis. We see his eyes glazed over white with a few of the girls in the background. Their clothing matches that of the shot of them dancing in a circle around a fire. In addition to Travis, we see a shot of Mari with foam coming out of her mouth, which is the same jacket we see in the circle shot as well. At first, I thought this was an indicator that she contracted rabies, but I think this is related to the darkness they encountered in the woods. We get a line from adult Ty in the trailer. "It's happening again, isn't it? You can feel it." At the end of season 1, we found out Ty was not only the creepy lady in the tree her son Sammy saw, but she also killed their dog and set up an altar in their family basement. I believe Ty also has a supernatural gift like Lottie, but that's a topic for a whole separate video. In the present day shots, we see Ty walking into her office now that she has won the election. Based on her attire, I'm assuming this was a day off that she had. She's in the same clothes when we see her investigating a crawl space in what appears to be a basement. We see a separate shot of Ty standing in a doorway and then going to what I would assume to be a bathroom to look at her eyes. I would assume this is in relation to the darkness reemerging. For a bit of wild speculation, I think adult Van and Ty will reunite this season. There's a line in the trailer that to me sounds like it is an adult Van saying, "This isn't where we're supposed to be." In the promotional shots of adult Van, she appears to be in a collector's shop or possibly just her home. We also have shots of younger Ty and Van cuddling, so I can imagine this line being said as a reminisce on not only their past love, but what drove them apart. Now that Ty is single again, supposedly, they could rekindle their relationship. There's a line in the trailer of Missy saying, "Do not cry about this, Misty. Babies cry," which sounds like she is retelling a story to her new partner, fellow citizen detective Walter. We get another shot of them in a van, and he tells Misty, "Kidnapping, cults, death, your friendships are more complicated than most," which leads me to believe Misty enlisted Walter's help to track down Nat. However, I don't think they are the only ones. I could see Misty reaching out to Ty and Shauna for help too. This could be how they bring Van back into the fold, as I believe she kept in contact with Lottie. Speaking of Shauna, we do get some shots of present-day Shauna, one of her looking into her closet where she used to keep her diary from the time they crashed in the woods, which is missing. Shauna also murdered someone last season, and I highly believe that will be a major part of this upcoming season. There's also a shot of Jeff driving and looking a bit distressed. After the events of last season, that could be for multiple things, from his debts, the affair his wife had, the murder she committed, and the fact that there wasn't a book club. I can't wait for season 2 to air to unravel more of the mysteries and secrets of the past of our favorite soccer champs. Let me know if there's anything else you may have spotted in the trailer and your theories on what we can expect to see in season 2 of YellowJackets. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for future uploads on the channel. See you next time. Bye!